Hello, little bros. Welcome to game number 3 of NA versus EU. I'm actually so excited to watch this game 3 here. This is what we all want, right? We want to see a game 3 series. It's exciting. There's a lot of pressure. The series is on the line. NA's best team versus EU's best team. We have FlyQuest now opting to play on blue side again, so giving counter pick to G2. Interesting, probably because they want to prioritize a first pick here. Maybe looks like for quad, they were banning out Azir every game. Now they leave it open. G2 probably gonna ban it here. But let's see what they do, because look at the pool here. We have Victor ban, Annie ban, or I guess like from the series ban. What else? Talia ban. What else does quad play? Azir, Cassiopeia. He also plays. I mean, his Yone is absolute trash, so he's not going to pick Yone. I don't know. I feel like quad's champion pool is just really weak. Guys, however, again, that is a possibility for Masu. However, Bobo always hovers Kaiser for some reason. Alright, there it is. We have the Azir pick for quad. I wonder what Caps has to answer with that. We'll have to find out. And when Inspired is also going to hover his Nidalee once it gets to his turn to hover, which he will never play in a professional game. Probably, I mean, maybe someday. Oh, I forgot we have Orianna still open. Okay, that makes sense. So it's probably going to be Orianna versus Azir, another farm lane. Very exciting. Mid lane. Can we see something spicy in the top lane though this game? I want to see something good. I want to see something interesting. I want to see, like, I don't know, just something different. I don't want to see just two big meatballs up there. I don't know, but I am setting myself up for disappointment with that wish, probably. But Orianna here. Are we possibly going to see I'm trying to think of like a jungler, but we're picking Varus actually. I was trying to think of a jungler that would go well with Orianna, maybe like a Nocturne, possibly. There is the Nidalee firm, but I wonder why they first picked Varus here. Interesting. Maybe they just know something. Maybe he's just more comfortable on Varus, and they want to see what FlyQuest's next two picks are gonna be. Okay, Renekton picked here. Very strong blue side pick for the Renekton. For Bwipo, and obviously AD top laners are more preferable right now to be played. So we're seeing the Renekton, just so you don't accidentally lock your team in with like 4 AP champions, because mid lane is almost always going to be playing an AP champion right now. Okay, we have Sejuani being hovered. Very strong 2v2 for the top lane here. Renekton, Sejuani, you can very easily get a double stun with Renekton and Sejuani. Sejuani shows up in the lane. Renekton uses his W, whether it's empowered or unempowered. It completely stacks up the passive on her E, and you can probably just get a very easy double stun that way. We have a Mundo. Is that locked in? I think that's a locked in Mundo for Skewmont, pretty sure, because Mundo Hard loses to Renekton in the higher skill level games, like the higher skill level you get. So that is like 99% sure that's gonna go over to Skewmont, Dr. Mundo. He should be able to farm the jungle for free. I think one of Mundo's biggest downsides in the jungle is being invaded. However, Sejuani is probably not going to be invading Dr. Mundo, so, you know, Skewmont doesn't have to worry about that. He could scale potentially for free. Poppy ban coming from FlyQuest against Broken Blade. They know Broken Blade really easier, and playing against a high mastery Renekton for Mundo is really hard to play, because you're probably just gonna get farmed, especially with the Sejuani in the jungle with the Renekton. So probably another top lane ban here, or potentially a support ban. Okay, there it is. We have the Braum taken away, banned away from Labrov, which is understandable. They don't want to play. Their melee champions definitely don't want to be playing against Braum. Playing Sejuani or Renekton into Braum is very difficult. He just R's you one time, and you're basically guaranteed going to get stunned. Yumi over. That's definitely not gonna get locked in, right? Okay. Rel, we have a Rel lock-in being picked for Labrov. I think FlyQuest probably are gonna want to go for a melee support as well, because they banned the Braum. I think usually if you're wanting to play an enchanter, you don't really ban Braum because it's kind of like a free lane. I could be wrong, but let's see. I feel like that is the case, though. They are gonna offer Nautilus picked Nautilus for Busio. That's pretty good. Is that good? I guess that's alright. They don't have. It might be kind of easy to land a hook onto Varus or Oriana potentially. I think they just are looking for some more engage here, because their only engage really right now is Sejuani, or like maybe a extremely risky Azir shuffle. So I think FlyQuest is just looking to pick up some more engage with that pick. They don't want to solely rely on Sejuani. Interesting pick. We have a Jhin getting picked for Masu. I guess to follow up on the engage potentially. But well, I was thinking they might be lacking damage because somebody has to cut through Rel, or cut through the window, but we have Azir, so FlyQuest does have Azir, so they don't really have to worry too much about Jhin's lack of tank killing abilities. And we have the classic Renekton versus Jax matchup here. Very interesting choice by Broken Blade. It is Renekton favored early, however, the later the game goes, it starts to become Jax favored. So that should be interesting. I mean, Whippo really knows how to play this matchup, right? So Broken Blade is probably gonna have a hard time, but we'll see how it plays out. I think when Whippo and Inspired play this combination of Sejuani and Renekton, Inspired really likes to play around Whippo, and Whippo tries to get a massive advantage to the point where playing as Renekton, like, it doesn't really even feel like he's falling off mid to late game, you know, because he's just so beefy, and he's able to soak up so much damage for his team and potentially even engage for his team with like a flash W or flash EW or something like that, or maybe possibly even getting good flanks off as Renekton. So I do really have to say I like the draft from FlyQuest here. Scaling wise though, also Varus, he should be going lethal tempo this game. They have 3 frontline. If he goes the lethality build, he's trolling. Okay, let's see what he ends up doing. Let's see the lethal tempo. He has lethal tempo. Okay, he's not trolling this game. Good. Okay, if he went lethality, G2 should probably just FF, because that is going to be completely useless. However, he did not do that, so he's going to be useful this game. I like to see it. I wish I took a little bit of a better look at the runes there. I only looked at one, but we can see this. Mundo has approach velocity. Okay, everything looking pretty normal here. Double scaling health. He really knows that this Sejuani is not going to be invading him at all, huh? Interesting. So Inspired actually went for the domination tree. I think he went for, he probably went for what is that called? The one that gives you movement speed, Relentless Hunter, because I know he likes moving around the map just want to match the Mundo. That might be what she's, trying to do here. Okay, so Jax has an advantage level 1 against Renekton. However, the second we get to level 3, the Renekton will start winning the lane. And until around maybe I want to say like around level 9, Jax will start winning. I honestly don't play that matchup too often. I haven't played it too many times, but I think that is the case like around that time. Okay, big hook going down by Busio, and an instant cleanse by Hansama. Really well played from both sides, actually. Kind of like an even trade, to be honest. Ooh. I'm not a huge fan of how Bippo played that. He used his full rage, Renekton rage. Okay. I liked how Masa was playing that too. He was playing as if the Nautilus was in the bush there. Or sorry, Brel in the second lab stepped out. Okay, both bot laners playing pretty well, playing pretty aggressive. But what I was saying earlier, sorry, is I don't like how Bippo used his rage bar there. He used the rage bar on an empowered E. I think you should have saved it for a Q, because that's how you win that matchup. You out heal the Jax. Interesting skew mod actually going for an invade on the Sejuani. Wasn't able to get anything but checking. Skew mod's gonna start up the scuttle. Mundo's clear speed is actually very fast. I did not realize Mundo's clear was that fast. That is interesting. He actually has a tempo advantage over the Sejuani here. So far, Renekton and Bippo gonna get the recall off top lane, still pretty even on the top lane. However, Jax might have to use the teleport to get back here. Busio goes in for a hook to stop the recall. He's actually teleporting bot. For some reason, Renekton TP's bot. I'm not sure what FlyQuest is doing there. They're switching their lanes here. I'm not exactly sure why, because Dragon is coming up in 40 seconds, so they're gonna send both teams are gonna send their bot lane to top lane here. Okay, nice. Is Bippo gonna be able to get a plate down bot? Possibly. We can see by looking at his gold. It doesn't look like he got a plate. Now both top laners gonna use their teleport here. Both supports are gonna come mid. Busio's looking for something. Now he backs off the second he sees the rel. Very interesting decision by both teams. Bippo's looking to get a bit of a proxy angle going here. Proxy angle into reset into buy item advantage over the Jax. And Mundo's looking to gank him, but I highly doubt it because Bippo will get level. Yep, he got level 6 off of that wave. So if they try to fight him, Bippo could probably just 1v2 the enemy top and jungler at this point with his level 6. So very smart by the Mundo to back off there. What do they think about doing here? Honestly, nothing's probably gonna happen here. Everyone has their sums up, so probably not too much action we're gonna see. The action is actually happening in the bot lane. The Sejuani is looping around the Zax. The camera is not. Okay, here we go. The camera is finally here. Okay, this guy should be dead. There's that double stun we were talking about, and first blood going down to the Bippo. And Jax notably has no TP now. No TP. Renekton's about to get a shit ton of gold. A ton of gold here. Big advantage for Renekton. Now Renekton's probably going to be able to steamroll that matchup because that's just how it goes. Okay, this is actually I would probably enjoy watching Renekton versus Jax more than I don't know, what are the other matchups? Sign versus Cassandre, like what the heck? Like the meatball matchups, at least it's like a little bit more exciting here. I feel like this takes a little bit more skill, it's a little bit more interesting. But I could be wrong. I don't play Sign on Cassandre. I don't know, maybe there's a lot of skill involved in that as well. Skewmon looking into because he doesn't know where the jungle is, right? But well played by Bwippo. Bwippo is going to be smashing this Broken Blade Jax now. He's gonna proxy instead. Okay, it's gonna proxy and then recall. Probably, maybe we pick up a pickaxe. He's probably gonna go for a black cleaver first item. Small trading in the for the bot laners. Second drag grubs are coming up in 20 seconds, so bot laners are probably going to stay top. Dragon's coming up in 4 minutes. Renekton. Honestly, I feel like Renekton probably could have proxied one more wave and then went to top or went to the grub fight here. But they're actually gonna go mid here, and Azir is gonna catch bot lane. So this is really smart. So because Azir has no flash, no ulti, so he's gonna be pretty useless in this grubs skirmish. However, Renekton, Mundo stole one of the grubs. Unfortunate. However, Renekton has ulti, so he's gonna be a lot more useful if something happens. Very unfortunate for FlyQuest that Mundo was able to take one of those grubbies away. That was a little bit less good. But I like this lane rotation, this lane assignments by the FlyQuest team. It's easier for Renekton to play against Orianna than it is for Jax to play against Azir. In fact, I don't think there's anything that Jax can do against Azir, to be honest, except maybe like get stabbed to death. Yeah, it's gonna be very hard for Broken Blade right now. However, Renekton could double dash onto Orianna and remove her shield with her his empowered W, and Renekton's also like pretty fed right now, so that helps as well. I mean, pretty fed for like a pro game. I mean, just having like one kill is like really good in a professional game. Let's see, Jax is getting stabbed. Yes, just as we predicted. That is not very fun to play against. Imagine playing against Azir top, guys. It is not fun. Wow, engage from the Bwippo onto the Orianna. Caps has no flash, but is able to R him back. He's able to crash the wave. They trade ulti for ulti. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. What was I saying though? Oh yeah, there was a time where I was playing against like Azir top. I feel like it was every like 3 games it was Azir top, like a couple seasons ago, and it was the most annoying thing because it was like unplayable. That's like unplayable for Jax. However, Azir's ulti is down. Jax has ult. He could now maybe look to leap strike again, but what I was saying, there was like 2 Azir top players on a server a couple seasons ago, and I feel like I was playing against them all the time, and I have like no counter to that. What was there was no counter. Like I was playing like Riven or Camille into Azir, and I don't know. It was very, very difficult. More difficult as Riven, but I don't know. Still difficult as Camille as well. Because like the second he hits 6, you can't really hookshot onto him. He just R's and then you get stabbed to death. Really difficult matchup. And he has more wave clear too. Inspired getting engaged on. Oh my gosh, Labrov gonna completely waste his ulti there. Emotes coming out from the FlyQuest support jungle. I really like it. I like the confidence, I guess, dashing out of the E. Well played by Bwippo Renekton. That's kind of like how this lane goes. He presses E and then you just dash out. Jack should almost like never land his E on the Renekton past level 3. Yep. Okay, flash for flash. Very fast reaction time from Hansama there. Flashing for flash. Hansama playing very well, actually. These last, all 3 games, I think, playing very, very well. Looks like they're going to get the dragon though for G2, almost for sure. Yep. How did that happen? I don't know. How were they able to get the drag? I guess they had more control. Like, look at the bot side. It's all warded up by CS on the Broken Blade Jax here. Wow, he is smashing this lane. They are moving on to Whippo though. Oh my gosh, he flashes. No. Oh, no. That is not good. I mean, at least Whippo was able to crash the wave, but I don't know, some of his advantage has gone down. Like, I like how Whippo tries to really create more of a lead though, but he needs his team to be with him there as well. They really sent like a lot of resources. G2 sent a lot of resources there to shut him down. Broken Blade, I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't know how much mana Jax had there, but okay, Caps possibly getting dead here. Should be dead. Okay, ults Buzio under the tower. Unfortunately, is able to pick up a 1-for-1. Bit of a yikes. Honestly, still kind of bad for G2 though, because Quad is able to crash this wave, not able to get any plates, but can you get some plates? You can get one. Come on, get some plates. Alright, there we go. Nice. Okay, still pretty good for FlyQuest. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I think Zzzz might have been able to kill the Jax top lane there, because if Jax didn't have mana for E, but I don't know how much mana the Jax had there. Maybe Inspired played the correctly, because if he had E, then Zzzz couldn't kill him. Okay, Whippo looking for Caps. Proxy kills someone here. He's able to be spotted out though by the blue trinket. Unfortunately, clears the whole wave though. Honestly, he did deny almost a whole wave, maybe like 2 waves from Orianna, so pretty big, honestly, but he had to trade his ultimate for that, so it's gonna be pretty hard to fight this Herald fight, potentially. He is very strong though, and Quad is hitting this tower as well. Pretty big. But does Jax does have Trinity Force now. Now that he got that kill off of Whippo, off of Renekton. Looking for a Herald fight, but Renekton has ulti again somehow. Is that bugged? I feel like his ulti should still be down. Fighting going down in the bot lane. His Q's coming back up, bro. Okay. Wow, Jax is so fast. He's zooming. Wow, are you serious, dude? That's pretty bad. That should not happen, I feel like. I mean, Jax did get that kill off Renekton, but I don't know, Quad is really kind of trolling with his spacing there. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, can we kill the Rel layer? That's easy. Wow, the Rel survives for so long, and they lose that whole fight, actually. And the Jax TP comes in. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. And the bot tower doesn't even drop. Honestly, Quad should have just sacked up and got that first tower, to be honest. I think, did they get beats for that? I don't know, we gotta double check, but that would be first tower gold. Like, just trading kills like that, I think would be completely fine to die there. Escapes. Okay. It's not bad. Nice Mazu. Quad teleports back. Maybe he's still able to get first tower here. We'll see. But yeah, they would have gotten feats for that. Okay, now he gets it anyways. But he still dies, so that trade still happens. Okay. Well, they got the feats. FlyQuest was able to pick up the feats of strength. But wow, I don't know. I feel like FlyQuest should have gotten the Herald there, because they were They should have been stronger, right? But instead, G2 picks it up. I gotta see what happened there. I think the Varus was just like pumping. He's got Playthrough King, Lethal Tempo. Oh, his Popo was fine. He was like shredding their front line with Playthrough King, Lethal Tempo. Okay, Hansama has no R noted, so that's pretty big. They probably are gonna have to get this dragon to G2 though. Oh, big R coming in from Caps, but Popo is forced to use R as well. FlyQuest is stepping up for this dragon because Jax is still top, splitting with no teleport, so actually FlyQuest should be able to pick up the second dragon. Absolutely massive. Someone needs to cover top though. Jax is still going. Someone needs to go top. He's going. Ralph flashes in onto Bwipo, stops the recall. Bwipo has to restart his recall. And Buzio hooks Mundo and insta. Oh, he doesn't die. Okay, Buzio. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, he was able to get him with the Q, the Mundo Q. Okay, did Jin miss like 3 of those? Okay, he's still got caps though. Wait, that's huge. That's huge. But like, I feel like G2, like they got, okay, what did they get? They got 3 towers off of that. And 2 solo gold towers for Jax. It's crazy. The Jax is actually now stronger than Bwipo. I would say Jax is stronger than Bwipo. He's got magical footwear over boots. And those items Sunder, Sky, Trinity Force. I would say those items are a little bit better than what Bwipo has, and he's playing Jax as well. Really lucky Bwipo actually survives that engage. But like, I can't believe Masu misses so many of these ultis here. Okay, that's good, but look at this, watch this. They're all lined up. What the heck? What the heck? He hits 1 out of 4. Oh, that is crazy. That was pretty bad. I mean, it's good that he was able to get the kill, but like, I feel like he should hit at least 2 of those. Come on. Come on, Masu. But G2 with a small gold advantage now. FlyQuest up 1 dragon. I don't know if this game is very close. FlyQuest has feeds up 1 dragon. Looking to fight around Otacon now. Azir is teleporting in. Teleporting. There's a fight in the side lane. Looking to fight here. Renekton going in. Battling Broken Blade. They got the Otacon. Popo's fighting in the side lane. There's kind of 2 fights happening. Popo getting 1v1 by Broken Blade. Redemption. I feel like that Redemption kind of won. Wow. Okay, that Jax getting 2 solo towers is a big deal. What the heck? Okay, that lead just exploded to 3k, by the way. It was close until right here. Now it's no longer close. What the heck happened? How did Quad instantly die? How did Quad die so fast, by the way? Can we get a replay on that? I was kind of too busy watching Bwipo and Broken Blade and seeing like who would win that. But maybe if Bwipo had like played steel caps, he could have won that. But wow, that's crazy. And how was Quad like the first one dead? Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, Quad. Watching Quad. Misses the Q. Starting to walk forward. Okay, does he get flashed on? Wait, what? Oh, there's a fight going on. Okay, we have to kill the Jax. Dude, the Jax. How's he like one-shotting Masu? What the heck? Okay. Dude, Masu almost died to that, by the way. is like tankier than like, or just as tanky as Mundo, I guess I should say. By the way, that is very OP, very OP. He's one-shotting and he's a tank. Balanced, 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 and he's hyperscaling somehow. Oh man. Oh man. Honestly, kind of surprised why Jax isn't picked more here at Worlds. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Don't really understand that. Maybe he's not like an S tier pick. He's like a. Anything gonna happen here? It doesn't really look like it. He's more like a high A tier pick. Masu getting engaged on and it instantly dies. Now Quad is getting engaged on as well. He's dying. He has to use his R, try to escape. G2 is just absolutely steamrolling over FlyQuest now. They're running away with their tail between their legs. Recall was stopped by Labrov. Inspired has to back it up. What did they use for that? They used like Rel Flash, right? And G2 was able to pick up Dragon for that. So Rel flashed Dragon and Masu just instant dead. I mean, he's just standing like too close, right? He should know that Rel has Flash available. You can't be stepping up like that. You know, you can't be playing too close. A bit of a yikes from FlyQuest Masu. Broken Blade is gonna get hooked by Busio. Who's gonna kill, like, who's gonna kill the front line of G2 now? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, massive support for support, but inspired big engage flashing over the wall here. Purple flashing in as well onto Hansama. Shutdown going down. Dash, okay, he dashes away. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, not bad. Can we get Baron? Baron's coming up in 5 seconds. Can we get it? I feel like we should be able to get Baron here. Let's see what they do. Just stay on the map. Can Renekton stay on the map? No, Renekton's recalling. I feel like they can still get Baron here. All we need is Squad. All we need is Zzzz to be on the Baron. Mundo has no flash, notably, so it's almost impossible for Mundo to be able to steal this Baron away from FlyQuest. Because Squad does have ulti, Azir does have ulti. Blippo is back. And nice. Really good, really good. FlyQuest is so good that they're able to pick that back up. Honestly, the game is probably even now. The game is probably even. But we really need Azir. Does he have Void Staff? He really needs Void Staff to be able to kill like Mundo and Jax. Cause I mean Jen's not gonna be able to do it. Jen's not gonna be able to kill Mundo or Jax. Really, really hard for Jen to do that and also kill Rel too, just like tanks in general. But both really well played. Flashes right onto Hansama. Nice. I wonder if Bwipo had Q there. I feel like if he dashed into 3 people and pressed Q, he probably could have kept the fight going, but it's really good that they got the Baron there. Wow, this is a bit of a roller coaster of a game. Based on that graph. Alright, let's see what they do with this turnaround. 50-50 win expectancy about right now. Alright, I guess now we're gonna try to get mid tower. Do they not have top tower? FlyQuest. Oh, they do have top tower. No, I'm sorry. I couldn't see on the map for a second. I mean, they should just try to play for mid tower, honestly, right now. Looking to make a play around bot. I mean, they need to play with Quad. FlyQuest needs to play with Quad. He's the strongest member on their team. He does have the Void Staff now. 3 items here is pretty strong. Masu only has 2 items. That's a yikes. Well, I guess most people only have 2 items, so he went Terminus. Oh, big engage here. Kill the Mundo. He's so tanky. He's healing so much. Dude. We kinda need to focus Mundo. Oh my god, Bwipo got stopped. Oh my god, and he wasted his ulti. What the heck? Tragedy. Wow, that's really well played by Broken Blade to stop Bwipo's teleport there. Really well played, because we know Bwipo's probably calling that his teleport is coming through. He's probably saying go, 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 and they're going, but they're only going to their death, basically. Bwipo does not show up. We need a replay on that. I wasn't looking at the team fight, I was looking at Bwipo getting his shit stopped. Well, that could have been really good for, that could have been really, really, really good for FlyQuest if Bwipo was able to make it, but now Jax has completed his Zonias, which is very scary, because now he can like go into his little helicopter. Once his helicopter runs out, Zonias, and then get out of Zonias, and then helicopter uses E again. Pretty OP, if you ask me. He's like invulnerable. I don't know, basically like taking very little damage for like 8 seconds or some shit like that. So OP, OP champion. Okay. I keep telling myself, oh, I don't need to learn Jax. Like, I don't need to learn Jax. He's gonna get nerfed eventually. I feel like I tell myself every season. I'm like, I don't need to learn Jax. He's gonna get nerfed. But every season he's so strong. Never gets nerfed. Only gets buffed. I feel like. Why is that? I think Riot even said like, oh, they want to buff Jax for Worlds this season. Like, what? Why? Why would you just tell people like, why do you want him to be played at Worlds? I don't understand. Does he have like a bunch of skins about to come out or something? What is happening? But here we are. More Jax Renekton. Because Renekton does okay against Jax, so if we're seeing more Jax, we're seeing more Renekton, you know? So, it's like a bruiser that doesn't auto-attack very much, Renekton. So, I mean, I guess you could see, like, if someone blind picks Jax, you can probably see, like, Fiora, maybe, like, Vladimir, top. But it could completely screw up your team comp with that if you want, like, an AP jungle, AP mid. But I think Fiora with Grasp against Jax is really strong. And it's not as flippy as going, like, Conqueror or PTA against Jax. So, you could just take, like, a teleport, a flash with Zac, as Fiora versus Jax and pretty much win. And win that. But, you know, we're probably not gonna see any spicy matchups. Inspired should be fine. What was I saying? Oh, we're not gonna see any spicy matchups at Worlds in the top lane unless we see like a game 5 where, you know, Fearless, there's so many Fearless bans. So everyone just waiting for the neutral objectives to come up. I'm really excited to see what, I mean, at this point in the game, FlyQuest, their whole game is dependent on this quad Azir. Like, he's the only champion on the team that can kill the enemy front line. Like, Mundo is just an absolute unit right now. Really, really tanky. There's a Jax behind FlyQuest, and then Renekton is behind G2. So, double flank. Very interesting setup right here. Very interesting lineup positioning from the top laners. They both have flank angles, but neither team wants to engage here. FlyQuest wants to play around the Azir tower, possibly. But G2 has the inside track on the Baron. Jax is still behind them. They're engaging in right now. Quad is able to get away. Watch Quad. It's all on Quad. Watch that Azir. Mundo's dead. Mundo got one shot. Go to the Baron, guys. Go to the Baron. FlyQuest should just run to the Baron, but instead they're extending this fight. Dude. Jhin should just rotate over to that parent right now. Wow, the Mundo got absolutely one-shot. I did not expect to see that. He got like, maybe Sejuani ulted the Mundo. They probably removed his passive and then like Burma stun locked him there. Really well played by FlyQuest. I want to go to the replay and see how he died. So fast squad must have been hitting him too, right? He has like good tank killer items. Okay, let's see what happened to Mundo. Watch Mundo, because he wasn't even able to get his ulti off. He just died like that. Alright, let's see here. Mundo, watch Mundo. Quad starts off by dashing away. That's good, so he doesn't get engaged on. Okay, then Renekton stuns him. Then he gets stun locked again. And wow, he just dies just like that. Massive play by the FlyQuest team to take him down. Good ulti by Quad here. I feel like Jin is like, or I feel like Mazu is like missing when he shouldn't be missing. Wait, what? Popo's dead. Bro, what? Oh my god. Dude, that's the game. What the heck just happened? What did you guys just do? That's GG. Wait, can he kill the minions here? Does he have flash? He has flash. Dude, flash in to kill those minions. That's the only way you stopped him from winning. Wait, what the heck? Inspired. He's saving the KDA, guys. No, Inspired saving the KDA. No, he's got himself in the pick'ems for for least deaths or some shit. Oh my gosh. What the heck just happened? They just got Baron and then instantly threw. What the heck? I can't believe that just happened. And that's how it ends. They were doing so well. I mean, they were coming back until right at the end of that last team fight. Wow, that is so crazy. That is so incredibly tragic. Oh my god. Well, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, gently tap the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And I'm gonna try to make another one of these types of videos, but the next one I make might just be in the knockout stage. So be on the lookout for that, because I do have a couple of things I need to do in the next few days, because I'm just pretty busy, so I might not be able to do another series until then. But be on the lookout for another poll. Just ask you guys which best of 3, I think it's gonna be best of 3, or if it's a best of 5, I don't know, which best of 5 you guys want to see me cast over. And yeah, look out for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.